Hi, welcome to 4 Minutes of Film with me, Rhianna. 5 films to review this week and an interview from Brad Pitt. There's Fury, Love Rosie, This Is Where I Leave You, The Book of Life and The Babadook. So let's start with Love Rosie. This is a rom-com based on the novel Chasing Rainbows about Rosie and Alex, who are pretty much destined to be together, but life and an unexpected pregnancy gets in the way.
I know boy-girl friendships can be quite complicated sometimes, but I'm always here if you need to talk.
What do you think? Boobs au naturel or pushed up? In or out?
Sam Claflin is clearly trying to steal Hugh Grant's stuttering, polite British boy crown, but I actually don't mind that. There are some really clumsy moments in this film where they attempt to be quite serious and sad, but there are some other really charming elements which will definitely make you smile. So 3 stars for Love Rosie. And next up, it's The Babadook. This is a psychological horror about a creature who appears to invade the home of a mother and her young son. Is it in the mind of the mum? Is it in the mind of the little boy? Or is it real?
Claire. Hello?
It's the kind of horror where your imagination does all the work. The jumps are kept to a minimum. It's not like an out-and-out fright fest. But the techniques they use to convey insomnia and that slow descent into madness work really, really well. They build up the tension fantastically, but then they release it again quite quickly. So 3 stars for The Babadook. And next up, it's Fury. 4 beefy American soldiers, including Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf, take on a new recruit as they blast their way through Nazi Germany in a tank.
Bible steady! Steady!
This week, I had the most bizarre 2 minutes of my entire life when I tried to interview Brad Pitt on the red carpet.
So Logan Lerman, your co-star, he's 22. What were you like when you were 22? I can imagine you were a bit of a handful. Could you have managed Fury?
I certainly wasn't on it as he is. I was just a bit of a mutt at that time.
You've done a lot of work in the UK. Is there any bit of British culture that you love to take back to America?
We're here so much we don't have to.
There's a lot of buzz around this already. Brad Pitt played a similar character in Inglourious, but he comes across even harder in this, with then some real surprising moments of vulnerability. His team aren't particularly likeable, which is quite difficult to get over, but I like that they try a new angle on a piece of history that we already know so well, with some really strong performances, especially from Logan Lerman. So 4 stars for Fury. And next up, it's This Is Where I Leave You. It's an awkward family comedy with an ensemble cast including Tina Fey and Jason Bateman and matriarch Jane Fonda, who are all forced to stay together for a week solid after their father passes away.
Corey said you came along. What happened to Quinn? You didn't split up, did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I say these
accident on an
things.
elliptical string.
Goddamn antidepressants I'm on, They just obliterate whatever filter I have. And it's very embarrassing.
It's entertaining enough, as you'd expect from a strong cast with a background in comedy, but it's also a little bit lazy and gets really stupid towards the end. But some really sweet, touching moments in there as well. So 3 stars for This Is Where I Leave You. And finally, it's The Book of Life. This is an animation about 2 boys in love with one girl. The girl's decision about who to marry will change the fate of the land of the remembered, where the dead go to play.
Let's start with your name.
My name is Manolo Sanchez.
Another Sanchez? Man, that family just keeps growing.
My family! They'll help me find Maria. Can you take me to them?
I would love nothing more than to reunite a young couple. Just hold
Directed by Guillermo del Toro, who knows how to do dark, it's a fantastic alternative to Disney and Pixar animations. The characters themselves are almost like wooden puppets. They look great and just different. And it's set in Mexico, so that culture and all those colours are just brought to the big screen. It's very self-aware, very funny. It has got a moral, but that's fine. I loved it. 5 stars. Next week, I'll be reviewing Nightcrawler with an interview from Jake Gyllenhaal. See you then. Click here to subscribe.